there, everyone! Welcome to my channel Creepy Narratives. Today, I'm thrilled to share more spine-chilling stories that have actually happened to me and others who have experienced these so-called creepy scenarios. These incidents were so eerie, creepy and strange that they had us questioning the very reality that we knew. So, sit back, relax and prepare to be captivated by the enigma of these creepy narratives. Welcome to my nightmare. I think that you're going to like it. Enjoy. Let's start with story number 1. Story number 1. Back in the summer of 1998, when the world was still basking in the nostalgic glow of the 90s, an unexpected invitation tumbled into my life. An old friend, someone I hadn't seen in years, reached out with a proposition that set my heart aflutter: a camping trip. My camping escapades had been confined to distant memories of my preteen years, and the prospect of returning to the great outdoors was an intoxicating blend of excitement and trepidation. As the days counted down to our grand adventure, a sense of childlike wonder took hold of me. The mere thought of roasting marshmallows over a crackling campfire, sharing stories beneath a canopy of stars, and reconnecting with nature invigorated my spirit. I barely slept the night before our departure, the anticipation tingling like a fizzy drink that threatened to burst its confines. With the sun still tucked beneath the horizon, my friend's car pulled up to my doorstep. It was a surreal moment, a nostalgic portal back to the heyday of mixtapes and scrunchies. Greetings were exchanged, laughter flowed effortlessly, and the promise of a memorable journey danced in the air. Our destination? A secluded spot nestled deep within a sprawling wilderness, 100 miles away. The road stretched ahead like a ribbon of adventure, winding through landscapes that felt both familiar and foreign. Conversations meandered through the years that had slipped by, bridging the gap between old memories and new beginnings. A shared love for music became the soundtrack to our journey, each song evoking a cascade of memories from the past. The rising sun painted the sky with hues of pink and gold as we arrived at the park. An air of excitement enveloped us as we gathered our gear, the wilderness beckoning with promises of discovery and solace. And then came the revelation that would set the course of our adventure in an unexpected direction. A 2-hour hike awaited us before we could even set up camp. I tried to mask my surprise with a nod and a grin, secretly wondering if my legs were up for the challenge. With every step, the anticipation mixed with a tinge of exhaustion. The path before us unfolded like a tapestry of rugged beauty, each turn revealing a new vista of towering trees, babbling brooks, and wildflowers in bloom. The journey, as it often does, transformed into a metaphor for life itself. The initial downhill slope felt like an easy stride through past memories, carefree and unburdened. But as the terrain shifted, so did the rhythm of our journey. The uphill climbs mirrored the struggles we face, the moments when life demands more than we think we can give. A sense of camaraderie emerged with each arduous step, as we pushed one another forward with encouraging words and shared laughter. The trail became a space for reflection, a canvas on which we painted our dreams, fears, and long-forgotten aspirations. And in that journey, both physical and metaphorical, bonds were rekindled and new stories were etched into the fabric of our friendship. Halfway to our destination, we found respite in a clearing. The ground cradled our tired bodies as we savored a moment of rest, the silence interrupted only by the whispers of the wind and the distant rustling of leaves. It was during this intermission that I gazed upon my friend, his eyes alight with an adventurous glint, and realized that this journey was about more than just the destination. It was about the shared experiences that shape our lives. With renewed determination, we pressed forward, our steps weaving a path through the wilderness. The second leg of our journey presented challenges that tested our resolve, much like the obstacles that pepper our personal narratives. There were moments when I felt like I was dragging my feet through the sands of time, each step a reminder of the ebb and flow of life's currents. And then, as if fate had orchestrated a cruel twist, the ground beneath me crumbled, and I found myself tumbling into an unforeseen chasm. The world spun around me, and in the blink of an eye, I landed at the bottom of a pit, pain shooting through my leg like a lightning bolt. I was trapped, a captive audience in a cruel twist of destiny. Adrenaline surged through my veins, temporarily masking the agony. I managed to stand, my injured leg protesting with every movement. As I surveyed my surroundings, I realized I was ensnared in a man-made trap, the sinister handiwork of some unseen mischief maker. The bone protruding from my shin served as a harsh reminder of my vulnerability. My friend's face appeared above me, concern etched across his features as he attempted to fathom the gravity of the situation. His initial laughter gave way to a realization that this was no ordinary mishap. Together, we embarked on a desperate rescue mission, a tug-of-war between pain and determination. Hours seemed to stretch into eternity as we devised makeshift solutions, the hands of time moving at their own indifferent pace. Amidst the ordeal, a profound connection emerged, a testament to the unbreakable bond that had weathered the storms of time. It was in those moments that the true essence of friendship was illuminated, an unwavering support that defied the odds. Eventually, the cavalry arrived, their arrival marked by a symphony of relief and gratitude. With ropes in steady hands, I was lifted from my watery prison, each tug bridging the gap between despair and salvation. The journey wasn't over, but the conclusion was now within sight, a horizon painted with the hues of hope and healing. The hospital became my sanctuary, a realm where pain was tempered by the reassuring presence of medical professionals and the promise of recovery. Surgeries and rehabilitation became my new reality, a journey that mirrored the trek through the wilderness. Each step was a triumph, a testament to the indomitable spirit that resided within. As my broken leg mended, I found myself reflecting on the journey, a journey that transcended the physical realm and delved into the intricacies of human connection. Life's unpredictable twists and turns had led me to the edge of that pit, but it was the unwavering support of a friend that had pulled me from its depths. In the years that followed, our paths diverged once again, but the memory of that fateful camping trip remained etched in our collective history. Time may have scattered us across the vast canvas of existence, but the bonds of friendship endured, a constant reminder of the journeys we undertake, both in the wilderness and within ourselves. As the present day dawned, I found myself gazing at the phone, contemplating the idea of reconnecting with my old friend. The memories of that summer, the laughter, the pain, and the shared journey through the wilderness, beckoned me to pick up the phone and dial his number. Perhaps it was time to embark on a new adventure, to craft a fresh chapter in our ever-evolving story. And so, with a sense of purpose and a heart full of memories, I dialed his number, the phone ringing like a bell tolling across the expanse of time. As the call connected, I could almost hear the echoes of laughter and the whispers of a journey that had shaped our lives in ways we could never have imagined. With a smile, I greeted my old friend, and as we began to catch up, I couldn't help but wonder what new stories awaited us in the chapters yet to be written. Let's go to story number 2. Story number 2. Back in the days when tales of adventure seemed to ripple through the air like secrets waiting to be discovered, a chapter of my family's history unfolded that still sends shivers down my spine. It all revolved around my mother, a woman with a fierce spirit, and a history intertwined with the disciplined ranks of the army. Time flowed like a river, carrying my mother through her service, but as the years after her military duty passed, a lingering void weighed heavily on her heart. That's when she found her sanctuary in the wilderness, igniting a love affair with camping and hiking that would shape the course of our family's journeys. With a heart aflame for exploration, my mom embraced the life of a camper, carving out 6 years of memories under the open sky. Every year, she meticulously charted her hiking and camping expeditions, seamlessly transitioning from a life bound by regulations to one driven by wanderlust. My brother, her steadfast companion, joined her in these escapades, forming a duo that the nearby town playfully dubbed the mom who hikes with her son. Amidst this tale of adventurous spirits, I found myself dwelling in a different realm, one intertwined with school and life with my dad. Summers, however, were the threads that wove our family back together. And so, it came to pass that my annual pilgrimage reunited me with my mom and brother, in a dance of shared experiences and laughter. A particular memory stands out, etched into the tapestry of my consciousness: a journey into the heart of Pine Creek Gorge, known affectionately as the Grand Canyon of Pennsylvania. Our chosen trail was the West Rim Trail, a 30-mile odyssey through the rugged terrain, a challenge my mom intended to conquer, setting her sights on a record-breaking endeavor. The mountains beckoned with their rugged beauty, and as we embarked on our ambitious hike, I masked my skepticism with a nod of agreement. The path, like life itself, presented varying landscapes, a mix of uphill struggles and downhill moments of euphoria. Each step mirrored the cadence of our lives, weaving narratives of determination and camaraderie. As the sun dipped below the horizon, we found ourselves perched upon a mountain campsite, its breathtaking view juxtaposed with the creeping darkness of the woods. The rituals of setting up camp ensued. The tent, a cocoon of shelter, was painstakingly assembled, while the fire became a beacon against the encroaching night. However, the tranquility of our campsite was soon disrupted by a symphony of haunting sounds, a cacophony that rattled our senses and sent adrenaline coursing through our veins. As the shadowy figures of trees danced in the firelight, we exchanged glances, our minds grappling with the unknown. My mom, the embodiment of unwavering strength, took action, stepping into the abyss beyond the fire's glow. In her hand, she wielded a machete, a beacon of protection that spoke volumes of her determination. As we waited in anxious silence, the woods seemed to hold its breath, the distant echoes of my mom's footsteps punctuating the stillness. Minutes stretched into eternity, and when my mom returned, her face bore a mix of concern and resolve. She admitted to witnessing something: a figure, tall and enigmatic, lurking in the shadows, its presence punctuated by an unnerving encounter. It was a revelation that layered an eerie undertone over our once idyllic camping trip. With the maze still heavy in the air, we resumed our uneasy sleep, the weight of uncertainty hanging over us. The night wove a tapestry of strange sounds: the distant howling of coyotes, a reminder that we were mere visitors in a realm teeming with enigma. Morning brought a revelation that mirrored the unease of the night: the food bag, hanging innocently from a tree, now bore the evidence of a mysterious visitation. Half its contents were gone, leaving us to ponder the implications of a presence that was neither seen nor understood. In the shadow of the morning, my mom unveiled a truth that sent ripples of unease through our ranks. Her initial story, a tale of mere human mischief, was a fabrication meant to shield my younger brother from the unsettling reality. The truth unveiled a much darker narrative, one that hinted at something otherworldly, a force that defied the bounds of explanation. Our journey continued, now colored by an undercurrent of trepidation. With every step, the woods seemed to whisper secrets, the beauty of nature juxtaposed against the unseen forces that danced at the edge of perception. The journey became a dance of fear and fascination, an exploration of both the natural and supernatural realms. As we emerged from the embrace of the mountains, my mixed emotions surged to the surface. The bridge that marked our exit seemed to bridge not just the gap between nature and civilization, but between the known and the enigmatic. I cast a final gaze toward those towering sentinels, whispering my own declaration of defiance, a reminder that I had emerged from the shadows unscathed. The woods, a realm of beauty and mystery, had etched its mark upon our souls. The campfire's warmth, the whispers of the wind, and the unexplained encounters were all threads woven into the fabric of our shared history. And while the fear lingered like a ghostly echo, it was the courage to confront the unknown that defined our journey. Life moves forward, and as time marches on, I find myself pondering that fateful camping trip. The mountains still stand, their mysteries hidden within the depths of the forest, waiting for another daring soul to venture forth. And as I reflect on that chapter, I'm reminded that the woods, for all their fear and enigma, are also a canvas upon which we etch the stories of our lives, stories of adventure, resilience, and the indomitable human spirit. Are you ready for story number 3? Story number 3. Living in the vicinity of Yellowstone National Park has its own unique charm, a front row seat to the grandeur of nature's majestic creations. Yet, beneath this breathtaking exterior, lies a story that rarely finds its way beyond my own thoughts. It's a tale of a seemingly ordinary camping trip that took a spine-chilling twist, forever altering my perception of the wilderness that once seemed so inviting. Nestled in the embrace of the park, the spot my friends and I had frequented over the years seemed like a haven. With lockdowns lifting and the promise of normalcy on the horizon, we decided to seize the opportunity for a long-awaited camping night. Little did I know that this escapade would unearth a shadowed secret lurking at the fringes of nature's beauty. Anticipation coursed through my veins as I embarked on the drive to the campsite, the sky painted in the rich hues of sunset. The journey was familiar, a routine we'd grown accustomed to. Arriving at the campsite earlier than the rest, I set about making preparations, securing our cherished spot for the night's adventure. As the sun cast its final rays, I couldn't help but feel a sense of tranquility, the wilderness seemingly untouched by time. However, as darkness enveloped the landscape, a disconcerting realization shattered my calm facade. My meticulously set up tent, a sanctuary against the elements, had vanished without a trace. Every stake, every stone, even my sleeping bag, all swallowed by the void, leaving me with an eerie sense of foreboding. An unease settled in the pit of my stomach, amplified by the absence of cell service, rendering me isolated in the wilderness. With an air of trepidation, I descended to lower ground, seeking a signal to reach out to my friends. Their reassurances urged me to stay put, to not let a momentary setback taint our long-anticipated gathering. The night crept on, shrouding the campsite in darkness, yet an inexplicable calm persisted. Alone in the silence, I embarked on a quest to uncover traces of the enigmatic presence that had disrupted our plans. Footprints remained elusive, as if the very earth had refused to bear witness to its transgressor. Sleep beckoned, and despite lingering unease, I surrendered to exhaustion. The truck's cabin became my sanctuary, offering a sense of security against the unknown. It was a decision that would later prove to be a lifeline, as the night unfolded in a symphony of terror. Amidst the veil of night, a symphony of sounds reached my ears, a subtle rustling that tiptoed on the edges of audibility. Every nerve in my body tingled, senses attuned to the potential threat that lurked beyond my perception. A chilling realization swept over me: the silence, the absence of the familiar nocturnal orchestra, was an omen of the enigma unfolding. In the cloak of darkness, a grotesque figure emerged, its presence evoking a primal fear that pierced through my facade of rationality. Adorned with a deer skull as a mask, swathed in a black robe, this embodiment of the uncanny stood as a testament to the horrors that can inhabit even the most serene landscapes. Panic surged within me, but survival instinct propelled me to action. My truck's engine roared to life, its horns slicing through the stillness in a desperate plea for help. The encroaching figures seemed almost otherworldly, materializing from the shadows, a macabre masquerade that defied explanation. As the truck hurtled down the road, the malevolent figures pursued relentlessly, their persistence a grim testament to the sinister intent that fueled their pursuit. Rocks rained upon the truck's metal exterior, a haunting percussion that underscored the gravity of the situation. The final glimpse in the rearview mirror, the lone figure framed by the moonlight, etched itself indelibly into my consciousness. Time has passed since that harrowing night, yet the memories refuse to fade. The wilderness that once beckoned with open arms now bears the weight of its hidden secrets. My experience remains locked within the confines of my mind, unspoken even among those who shared that nightmarish encounter. The lessons learned on that fateful night are etched into my core. In nature's embrace, where beauty and darkness coexist, vigilance is the key to survival. The once familiar territory is now a labyrinth of uncertainty, a reminder that beneath nature's allure lies a world of enigma and unpredictability. As I contemplate the depths of that moonlit night, I'm reminded that even the most serene landscapes can house the most chilling secrets.